We get it. There can be a lot of uncertainty and questions when it comes to buying a new car. Questions like, am I paying too much? Am I buying the right model? Am I getting a good deal? To help you out, we're going to go over 9 mistakes you need to avoid when buying your next car. And we're going to cover all the stuff that you need to do even before you visit a dealership. Then we'll cover how to properly test drive a car and, of course, figure out all the money stuff to make sure that the price you're paying is right. We're Edmunds, and we test hundreds of cars each year on the road and at our private track, so you get the most trusted reviews. If you want to know which car, truck, or SUV is the best, then stick with us. Mistake number 1, not doing your research. If you're watching this, you probably already know this step, but blindly walking into the closest dealership and just telling them you need a car is not a good approach. You've got to get your facts right, starting with the basics. Figure out what size car you need, what type, and read reviews to know what model you want to buy, then find the right trim level that has the features that you want. And of course, it's important to figure out what a fair price looks like. And if you're shopping for a used car, you should know the specific model years that are going to have the features that you want or not. Your goal is to buy the car that you need with the features that you want, instead of a car with stuff that you don't want or need that you'll have to pay more for. And then you'll be more confident when it comes time to negotiate. Now, you can start by just looking around at cars you see on the road or in your friend's garage, but then it's important to also research online, read reviews, and check prices. Now, we've got all that information at Edmunds, from reviews and ratings to pricing info and cars for sale near you. Whether or not you do it with us, don't skip this step. And speaking of research, whether you're buying gas or electric, check out bumper.com. With just a VIN or license plate number, learn about a car's history quick. Find out how many owners a used car has had, where it was registered, and more. To learn more, visit bumper.com/Edmunds. Mistake number 2, checking only one dealership. It's definitely worth your time to shop around. And this is a lot easier than it used to be now that most dealers list their inventory online. Knowing what different dealers in the area are charging for the same car gives you an idea of what you'll actually pay instead of what all the car ads say. And that info will be crucial when you start having money talks after the test drive. We recommend talking with at least 3 to 4 dealerships and letting them know you're keeping your options open. Also, make sure you're working with a dealer that you're comfortable with. It's not just about money, it's about trust. And a dealer that hasn't earned your trust, they haven't earned your dollars. Sites like ours let you request quotes from multiple dealers at once, so you have your options all lined up and ready to go. Mistake number 3, ignoring the internet department. A lot of car buying happens online these days, and make sure that you don't ignore a dealer's internet department. Some places still have an online sales department that's totally separate from the folks walking the show floor. In a lot of cases, you can negotiate and make a deal online, and for some people, that might relieve some of the stress and pressure of a face-to-face negotiation.
When I bought my last car, I went to the dealership and test drove the car first, and then I left. Afterwards, I negotiated the entire deal over text, which was such a relief. By the time I got back to the dealership, my paperwork was ready and I was in and out in 45 minutes.
Carrie mentioned something important there. She did the negotiation over text, but not until she had actually test driven the car and confirmed it was what she wanted. Which brings us to mistake number 4, not being as thorough as you can with the test drive. A lot of people will get in the car, drive the dealer's suggested test loop, be in and out in 15 minutes and say, yeah, that car was fine. But you can and should be doing so much more to get to know a car before you consider buying it. We've actually got a whole article about it on our site if you want more details, but here's the gist. If you have cargo that you regularly bring with you, car seats, suitcases, pair of skis, a stroller, even your favorite water bottle, bring all of that and see how it fits. Use the technology, try out the heated seats, adjust the driver's seat and the passenger seat to where you'd be comfortable. There's a lot you can do before you even start driving. And once you do, make sure the route you're on reflects your day-to-day drive. If you only follow smooth roads or don't experience stop signs and lights, you won't really know what it's like to live with a car. You want to feel how it handles bumps, how easy it is to stop and start smoothly, and what it feels like to merge onto the highway. Ask yourself if you're comfortable driving, not just sitting. And when you get back to the dealership, you're still not done. Don't just pull in, see what it's like to park. You want to see the quality of the cameras, feel if the steering is too heavy, and see what the turning radius is like. And do it more than once. Test drive a few competitors to get a sense of what they offer and how they drive. You might be surprised at how different they feel and that your first choice might not wind up being your actual favorite. Okay, so you've taken the test drive, you've done the research, you know what you want, that's awesome. But now it's time to get the price you want. And there are a lot of mistakes that people make during this process. Mistake number 5, focusing only on the monthly payment. Now, monthly payments, they are important. It determines in large part if a car fits into your budget with enough money left over to, pay rent, mortgage, stay fed, etc. But a monthly payment doesn't tell you how much you'll actually be paying for that car. First, you want to know what the out-the-door price of a vehicle is, the sum total of what you'll be paying when you factor in registration, taxes, and any other extras. That's where you've got the price that you actually want to negotiate on. You can adjust your monthly payment by changing how much you put down or the length of the loan. But exchanging a lower monthly payment for a longer period of time means that you'll often be spending more in the long run, and that's how people end up overpaying or getting upside down on their car loans. That's where you wind up owing more than your car is currently worth, so you'd still owe money if you sold it or traded it in. Mistake number 6, accepting your trade-in offer without getting an appraisal. Your current set of wheels can give you a big leg up on your next car, but many people, they just accept their first trade-in offer without doing any research. Before you accept any offer, it's important to determine the value of your vehicle. Now, you can do that with any number of appraisal tools. We've got one on our site that will tell you your vehicle's value and help you get instant cash offers. But make sure you're being realistic about the condition of your car if you want a realistic appraisal. Not every used car is in very good or excellent condition with both key fobs and a spotless interior. The more accurate the appraisal, the more help it'll be when it comes time to negotiate your trade-in value. That's right, you should negotiate that too and do it separately from your car deal to make sure you're getting the best number on both ends. And if it's worth the hassle to you, consider selling on the private market instead of trading into a dealer. It's likely that you'll get more money. But selling your car this way, it can involve a bunch of work. You'll have to deal with taking photos, posting an ad, random people test driving your car, and then negotiating a final price with them. So figure out if the extra work is worth the difference in what you'll make from the sale. Mistake number 7, not talking to your insurance and bank before going to the dealer. You know what else is part of the monthly cost of owning a vehicle? Insurance and interest rates. And you don't know until you have those conversations if your insurance is going to be more or less than what you currently pay and what kind of loan you'll be able to get from your bank. This is also your chance to shop around a little to get the best offers. It's possible to get through much of this process, calculate what monthly payment you can afford, and then find out when you're making phone calls after the fact that actually this brand is way cheaper to insure. So you could have potentially afforded a nicer trim level with more features. And remember this too, dealer financing is negotiable. Having pre-approval for a loan with a locked-in interest rate prepares you for the money conversations and will put the bargaining balance back in your favor. Otherwise, how will you know if what they're offering is any good? Mistake number 8, underestimating the importance of F&I. Don't think that once you've negotiated a price for the car that you're in the clear. The Finance and Insurance Office, or F&I, is where all the verbal promises made by the salesperson are put into a written contract. It's important to make sure that everything you've discussed with the salesperson is in there and that you aren't buying extras like extended warranties and gap insurance unless you want or need them.
I went with a friend of mine to buy a used Kia Niro, and they tried to make him pay for a whole bunch of dealer-installed accessories that he didn't want. But because he was firm about not paying for any of those extras, and at one point he actually got up and threatened to walk out, he ended up buying the Niro for the exact price that he wanted.
And our final mistake, buying from a salesperson you don't like or buying under pressure. And the best way to alleviate the feeling of buying under pressure is to always remember that you can walk away. Otherwise, there's a good chance you'll pay too much or end up with a car you didn't want in the first place. That deal of a lifetime type language some people use to get you in a car today, it usually isn't true. And remember, this is a financial decision that will impact you for years to come. Don't hesitate to sleep on it.
So a few years back, I was used car shopping and I found exactly what I wanted. It was a used black Honda Accord EXL with a V6 engine. And I was ready to get it. But the guy wouldn't budge on the price. He was trying to make it sound like it was some kind of special exclusive deal or a rare car or something like that. And I told him, look, man, Honda built like 250,000 Accords that year, and a good chunk of them were black. I'll just find another one. And as I got ready to leave, he says, whoa, wait a minute. And I wound up getting that car for the price I wanted. The moral of the story, dealers aren't bad, but some of them are kind of tough to work with. So be ready to walk away if you have to. They always made more.
And that's it. You already did part of step 1, doing the research, just by watching this video. So if you have any questions, or if there's anything we missed, or if there are videos you want us to make in the future, let us know in the comments below. We do read them all. And if these videos are helpful to you and you want to help us out, hitting a like and subscribe goes a long way. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.